If sourdough is teaching me anything, it's perseverance. Sometimes perseverance is being produced through affliction. Okay, so remember that dough I was stretching and folding in that last video? Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. If sourdough is teaching me anything, it's perseverance, because there is so many steps, there's so much waiting, and sometimes you got to work with what you got until you finally get here. But perseverance does not always come from something that's going to give you this delicious, beautiful result at the end. Sometimes perseverance is being produced through affliction. I'm not talking about that starter I had to redo 5 times. I'm talking about pain and suffering. A couple days ago, I was supposed to get that bread started, but I ended up taking my son to the emergency room. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you probably noticed that we've had our share of hospital visits. Now, there was a time when something didn't seem quite right with him, and I decided I would just wait and see, since he had a doctor's appointment that day. And that time ended up in me calling 911. It was traumatic. Now, when anything doesn't look right, I'm paying attention. I'm on the next thing flying. But on the way to the hospital, I was realizing how hopeful I was actually feeling. And after everything we've been through, I still genuinely believe that things would be okay. And I know it's crazy. Like, how can you go through things that should make you expect the worst and somehow still have hope? Romans 5 talks about this. Paul says affliction produces endurance, and endurance produces proven character. Proven character produces hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because, okay, that's King James, but the truth is, I think we need that whole process, because affliction by itself doesn't automatically make you hopeful. Sometimes pressure actually reveals some things about your character that you don't particularly like. For example, there were times where I wasn't as patient as I thought I was, and I wasn't as gentle as I should have been, considering the difficulties. And maybe I thought I had self-control until I was put in a situation where I had no control. I'll be asking God to please just change this situation. Meanwhile, God is telling me about the things in me that need to change. It's the part of walking by faith that we've been talking about. You endure. Keep yourself submitted to God. You let the Spirit produce His fruit in you. And eventually, you've got some history with God, some substance to what you believe. And you've seen Him sustain you before. You've watched Him carry you through things that you didn't think you can handle. So next hard thing that comes up, you're not starting from zero. You have evidence behind your hope now. Biblical hope is not like me expecting things to go exactly the way I want to, but it's knowing that whatever happens, God's already proven Himself as faithful and good and kind and loving. So I know while you're in it, you're asking God, please, when are you going to change this? But another question, a better question might be, Lord, what do you want me to learn in this? And what are you producing in me while I'm here? So I pray that the Lord will just give us endurance when life gets hard, and show us that we are able to be changed into His character, and show us what needs to change in us so that we can produce His character, and give us faith and strength to trust whatever comes next. In Jesus' name, God bless you, and I love you. Where's my bread knife?